Right, let's play chess. The schedule got messed up. The tournament had a wrong time. It was set for an hour later than normal. So somebody contacted the guy that sets them all up, and it sets the tournament up every week. And so he went in and changed the time just like a few minutes ago. My first game started, then the guy got forfeited because he wasn't moving. But I'm going back to the tournament now. I've got this thing set up. Yeah, Tan Mini Goat forfeited. I'm sure he didn't know that the game was even being played. Got my chat going on Twitch, and I'm ready to go. I'm just I got a little mixed up by all this because I started doing other things. You know how it is. Uh, but we're gonna get going. We'll have book of the week in a little bit, and it's a pretty good book too. Anyway, we're gonna start into the game right now. Not many people in the tournament because it got all messed up. So here we go. He was on vacation and mixed up the times. So the tournament is about 5 minutes old. I'm waiting to get paired. I got a gift from Tan Mini Goat. I don't even know if he knows about it or not because his game started and he didn't know it started. So there you go. I mean, an hour and 24 minutes left in the tournament. I gotta fix my logo down here. I must have had a white logo before. Climate disaster. Uh, says, okay, then I go away for a few minutes and come back, and this is it. All right, got a message from my friend on the treadmill. Just think this is a great way to get some exercise. Just watch something good. Gosh, this guy's rated 2480. I don't know that I've ever played him before. No, I have. I've lost 3 times to him. Good night kisses. I didn't even remember I'd played him. And he plays the Nightorf. So I am going to play the Fischer Sozin. He's doubling up on this. I know I've looked at this before. I think I played Queen E2. Let's play Queen E2. I don't think it's necessarily the best move. Maybe Queen F3. I forget. So here we are on move 8 or something. And of course, I'm out of theory. I might need this bishop on this square. If he was to play here, I'm just wondering about whether or not moving the king is enough. I'm number 1 in the tournament. I've never been seeded number. Well, I'm not seeded. It's probably because I beat Tan Mini Goat on a forfeit. Let's see. If he plays here, then I play here. And he captures. I think that'll be all right because I really want to go ahead and play F5. I need to go through some Nightorf games, get my theory down. A very theoretical opening. I need to know at least where you put your pieces and all that. must have played a move that was not a book move because he's not moving. He's probably trying to figure out how to take advantage of my mistake. I don't know if he plays here. I move my king. Well, even if he captures here, I could capture with the knight. I don't see what the issue would be. I know one thing. If he moves here, I'm going to move my king. Well, maybe I'll just play this bishop here. Normally, I play here. But I thought, given how fast he put the knight on that square, he could take this off. Why not just save it, give myself the option of capturing with the A pawn. There he goes. So I could capture with the knight. I don't want to do that because I want the knight to go here. Like if he captures this, I want to capture back with the knight. So do I take with the A pawn or the C pawn? I know this is the natural capture, but I'm not so sure that this move might not be such a bad move. I guess I'll go ahead and do it this way. I don't know if one of them's much better than the other or not. To here. So he isn't doing anything about this. Let's see, I could pawn storm the king side. I did that before. G4. Go all in. Is he going to go here? Nah. He's not going to do that. I play here, then here. He plays here. I might have to play there to hold that pawn. Well, the knight will be on pre. He can't play there. All right, I'm going to do this. I really like the Fischer-Sozin against the Najdorf. Whoa, wait a minute. Am I going to lose this pawn? Where can that knight go? I am getting ready to lose my G-pawn. That was a good move. I didn't even see it. If I play here, he captures, I capture, he captures again, I capture again. Do we go down that road? I play here, he captures here, I capture, he captures, I capture, he captures my pawn. I don't even think he would go that way. I push here, he captures, I capture. There's something I do like about that though. I play here, he captures, I capture, he captures. I mean, my knight's going to get a great square. I don't. Given how good this guy is, I need to probably try and mix it up a little bit anyway. Let's see what he does with that. I'd love, oops, for this guy to get here. Good night kisses. 2480. What a monster rating. This pawn's got problems. What? He can do that, can't he? That's not good. This guy's tearing me apart. Well, can anything be done about that? Well, here he's going to take EP. That's going to be really bad. And I'm going to have to capture. He's got a pawn and an exchange. He's got a rook and a pawn for a bishop. This guy's really good. Bullet over 2,500. It's about 2,500. This guy's at least, he's probably US, yeah, national master. NM. He's a national master. So, I wonder how many Nidors he's played. If I capture, queen captures, bishop here, queen here, I'll have to play rook here. I'll be on the defensive. I was actually looking at this move. I think he just moves his king. If I play there, I threaten capture, capture, pawn push, threatening that square. I don't think he's going to miss something that basic, and he could just move his king. I think he'll just move his king. Want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers on mountviewers.com. No thanks. Yep, he played King H8 just like I thought. All right. And so now when I capture and he captures and I push, it's not pinned. If I play here, he's going to play here, I think. So I am going to have to come back to here. I need to be able to play this and this, or maybe bring the rook up this direction. I could play here and play rook lift to there, come over. Maybe I'll try that, because I don't really see him checking me on this diagonal anytime soon. So play b4, rook up, and then rook over here somewhere. Yeah, the guy, he's on vacation. He reset the tournament at a different time. I was watching the broadcast last week just to see how the audio quality was, and I should have. It's not great when I go scrolling down here to read the chat. So 3-0. This guy's getting ready to go 4-0. Could he push here? Take. I don't see that's an advantage for him. Okay, he's hitting this pawn. Push here. Take. Take. So I can actually play B. That's going to mess up my rook lift. Isn't it? If I let him capture it, well, he went ahead and that check immediately. Let's see if I play here, he captures. On the other hand, I could take this. Queen takes. Rook up. No, not rook up. Bishop here. Queen here. Rook up. I don't have enough pieces. I'm not going to have an attack after all that. Not that I really have one right now anyway. Here's something funny. I could grab a pawn. I guess I'm going to play this. Just couldn't, I mean, I can't get a threat. I can't make a threat. Play here. I could let it sit. Let it sit. He captures. I capture with the knight. Captures. King over. Rook over. He's getting too much play. This is a frustrating type game. I gotta guard that pawn. Maybe I should go the other way. Try to get to here. He may do a trade out right here. End up in an end game. Sort of. Hit the B pawn. That's why I'm going to go here now. Let the queen guard it. Of course, I left this pawn hanging, but, well, not really. I mean, he can take and take. His bishop can't take it because of the knight. His rook moved. but he does it. Some days got to move his queen. I could go here and target that one. He'll play here. This pawn. I could play here and target that pawn. I don't really have a kingside attack, so it wouldn't be any great loss to move my queen somewhere, would it? At least I got a good knight. Of course, I got to watch out about that backward pawn. I don't think I should be taking that. What happens if I move here? He's just going to play this. Capture there. I still have a knight. As I said, knights are tricky creatures. That was a good move. He's attacking the knight, and he's attacking the pawn behind the knight. What if I discard the knight? Of course, he's got this. Whoa, what a good move. He finds some good moves. Note that he's using his time. He's really using his time, which is what you should do. This guy's a really experienced player. He knows not to make a slip. Man, this rook's going to kill me. That file. Can't do that. He'll check here. I have to capture. Predict he does this. I can play knight there. He's threatening a checkmate right here. Of course, I can resign this game. He's up +4. And he can do that too. That's exactly what I would do. He's threatening mate. And he's threatening my rook. All right, that's enough. No point in wasting time. Let's go back. Anything in the chat that I need to check up on? Boy, that guy's good. He's beating me 4-0 now, and that game wasn't even close. I will tell him nice strong moves. One after another. That guy's really good. Man, he found some really strong moves. Where am I in the tournament? I'm the only one on the Little Rock Chess team. I am Little Rock Chess! Okay. No idea. No idea. That's the Berlin, right? I played this a week or two ago. Of course, I know no theory in this opening. Knight f6 on move 3, and that's it. No idea. So I just make it up as I go. Someday I want this thing here to either capture or go forward. So this dude's going here. By this dude, I mean the white king. Could go here and target that pawn, couldn't I? I think he's on play here, which he probably should do. Maybe I should have played here first. You know? Okay, if I play here, what does he do? He plays here. I capture. Queen captures. Knight captures. Bishop captures. Rook captures. Let's see what he does with this problem. I may have to take a short break after this game. I didn't realize we were going to start 20 minutes late. Okay, I capture, queen captures, knight captures, bishop captures, rook captures. And I am +1. Okay. I capture, he captures, knight comes back. I'm still +1. Let's try it out and see. Book of the week coming up really soon. Book of the week. I am Little Rock Chess. Okay, I have a quote from you, for you. And the quote is, okay, I want to just play back here. It's going to make it harder to make this pawn push. But maybe I want to do it anyway. I don't need to rush that pawn push. Chess advice should not be used as a substitute for thinking, but rather as a prompter for thinking. Think about that. Chess advice should not be used as a substitute for thinking, but rather as a prompter for thinking. That's something to think about. You know, I always say chess is a game of understanding. I mean, everybody thinks it's calculation and this and that, and there, of course, calculation is important, but understanding is very important in chess. Could try this. I'm just going to move the rook back. This pawn, I don't have a rook behind it, which is why I don't want to immediately play this. I could play here, but I don't really want to destroy my pawn structure after he captures. So a really good question is, what do I do here? I think I'm going to play here and limit his knight, so this business doesn't happen. Then I got to figure out where I'm going to put that piece. Maybe play it here, target that pawn. Okay, he's threatening captures, captures, rook captures. So this piece has got to move right now. That's the way I see it. Play here, he can't do that because of the pawn fork. Let's play that move. You see how I have to just kind of reason through things? A little bit of calculation, about that much. And then it's like, where do you put pieces? Where do you put pawns? That kind of thing. I went from number 1 to number 21 in the tournament. I think he has to guard this somehow. He probably wants to guard it. I would probably play rook here, or he could play here. Yeah, you can do that. Now what I want to do is put my... Oh, I could harass his bishop, couldn't I? Make him make another pawn move. Why not do that? Harass it a little. Yep, so he does that. Let's see, knight here, and then here attacks his piece. What about that idea? There. I need my break. Yeah, I'm not even really sure when the tournament ends. 53 minutes. If this game goes much longer, I'm going to have to take a break in the middle of the game. Joshua Soon, son, whatever. Okay, let's play here. What a great night. Actually, by moving up, he guarded this thing. Oh, he's threatening this again. Captures, captures, captures. I want that piece. I'm just going to play rook e1. Why not? I wonder how I can get at this. Can I get at it? So he's going to play here. He could play here. When he plays here, just capture it. I think I want to do this. It'll trade on the D file. I'm +1 after all. Why did he move there? I don't really understand what he's up to. I'm actually wondering about playing here and here eventually. If he plays here, he can target that pawn. I'll have to play here. I think I'm going to play Rook 81. I could then play here and push. I mean, eventually I got to push some pawns to win. I want to collect these guys. Not sure how to do it. It would be sweet if I could. Look here. Can he do anything craziness? Captures. No. Here and here, frontal attack. Will that work? I play here. Then I go here. This doesn't seem to be enough. I'm going to play here. Remember, whatever it was I said earlier, advice is not. What's he up to? Can I just play this? Knight takes, pawn takes, rook takes, rook takes, rook takes, bishop here. I want to do this. I could even push it. I don't have to straighten his pawns out for him. I could play here and threaten to win that pawn. Move here. The knight's guarding that pawn. He can play here to attack my bishop. I come back here and attack his rook. It moves up. Can't ever get anything great going here, can I? I know there's a really good way to do this. I just can't figure out what it is. I could kind of sit on the position, you know, play like this and this. Gotta be a little careful about closing up the position too much because he has a knight. Captures, bishop here. Play here and then capture, knight captures, bishop here, rook moves, take the knight, captures. I'm still a pawn up, even though I straightened his pawns out for him. I think doubling on the file is a good idea. That move, he plays here. I don't know where to go after that. That move, I really kind of want to just keep it over here. I think that's getting a little too dangerous. I'm going to play here. Also, I kind of have, like he can't play this. He'll lose that pawn. He doesn't really have an attack. He plays here. I'm going to have to play here because of this piece. Well, no, I can capture. Rook captures, rook captures, rook captures, king captures. There. Wow. He moved there. That's interesting. Didn't expect that. I think maybe I need to play here. And I need to start advancing my pawns. Maybe here. Here. I don't know. How far down can I go with that pawn? Bring the rook in behind it. Usually that's the kind of thing you can do. I really kind of want to just go here and attack this pawn. He'll play rook over. Well, that is a passer, of course. He's attacking this guy. Push. Rook. Okay, that's got to go. Now, if I push rook over, rook here, and I'm threatening that pawn. I can certainly own the d file and the 5th rank, I think. This one's no longer going to be a protected passer if I do that. Here, captures, here, push, here, here, guards that pawn. Wouldn't be able to do anything with that. Here, rook moves, rook here to guard this one. Push. You have to capture. I capture with the rook. Threatening that pawn again. Let's try that. If I mess up, I can always lose a pawn, right? Threaten this one and then that one. I mean, I am +1. I have an extra pawn to throw away. Whoa! No, I did not expect that. Let's see. Now what? If I get in there, I'm going to need a rook behind the rook, or I have to take his rook. Captures here. I didn't intend to do that. I was thinking. I clicked the wrong one. I clicked left click instead of right click. Okay, captures, rook here. I'm hitting both these pawns. I need my king on this square, not on this square. All right. I got to play here. He's going to play here and target this pawn, and I'm going to have to play rook here. And we're going to end up in a king and pawn endgame. Here's my passer on this side. Push, push, take, 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 and the king takes. I'll have to do some business like that. Okay, I take, he takes check. I move up, he takes this one. This is not going to work. I'm going to have to play here. I seriously messed up. Now, I can that one, and then this one advances and advances, and I capture. He can't create a passed pawn over here, can he? Can't push, push, captures, capture. Sure, he can. Okay, so what I need to do is move here. How many of these can I get? I play here, he takes. I take here. I want his king back a rank. That's what I want. This is not good. He's going to take here. I'm about to run all these down. I think that was the wrong direction to go by him. Well, this game just got a lot easier. All right, I'm going to take my break, short break. I'll be right back. Wow, that game turned out to be a lot closer than I wanted it to be. Let me check the. Look at the. I don't even know who my opponent was that round. I've already forgotten. Am I still the only one on the team? Yes. I am Little Rock Chess. I'm the only one. Shuey Balooey liked that one. Chess Master Andres. I think it's about time for Book of the Week. Book of the Week. Every week we have another Book of the Week. He plays the Pirk. Book of the Week. This week, Book of the Week is this book. The 50th anniversary edition, The Match of the Century, USSR versus the World. There they are. Boris Spassky front and center somewhere up here. By Tigran Petrosian and Alexander something or another. Matanovich. Yeah, Boris Spassky, Smyslov's there. Mikhail Tal's right next to him and to Spassky and Petrosian. What a nice little book. The USSR, the former Soviet Union, Russia and the satellite countries held a match against the rest of the world. The match of the century, USSR versus the rest of the world, Book of the Week. The thing about that match, there were a lot of interesting things about that match. But, you know, famously, Bobby Fischer had not played any tournaments, I think, in a year and a half. This took place in 1970, if I remember right, 1970, and he had not played in any tournaments in about a year and a half. And I think Bent Larson, I don't think he was higher rated than Bobby, of course, but I don't remember for sure. But Bent Larson made the argument that he should play first board. So he played Boris Spassky on board one. Bobby surprised everybody by saying, okay, I'll play board two. I think he was just ready to play, and there are a few notes, as I understand it, in here from Bobby, where because they annotated the games. Yeah, Fischer losing by force, rook d6, the c6 holds out longer. Petrosian. So the players actually, and so there's some annotations in this book by Fischer, but he played Petrosian on board two in the USSR versus the World match. And so Bent Larson played board one, Bobby played board two, Bent Larson played Boris Spassky, Bobby played Petrosian. I forget if he was 2 wins, 2 draws, or 3 wins, 1 draw. I think maybe 2 wins, 2 draws. But this is not a real thick book, but it's one I wanted for a long time. 256 pages, looks like. Yeah, 255 pages. And it's got a round by round cross table and how the games went. And then it's got articles in the Soviet and Russian press. It's got like several articles at the beginning, board by board player profiles and head-to-head scores. Round by round, the games of the match. Reaction to the match in the Soviet press. And should I tell you who won the match? I mean, one team versus the other. The USSR versus the world. I guess if you're interested, you can go out and Google that and find out who won. But 40 thrilling, hard-fought games. Lightly annotated, I'd say most people could read them without any trouble. So you might check that out. It was the match of the century. I was playing chess, but I wasn't going to the chess club and playing tournament chess. So I kind of heard about it after the fact. I want to start this off slow because I had a kind of correspondence game in this very similar type position recently, and there's a lot of messed up stuff in that game. I didn't really want to get back into all that. I'm going to play here so he can't pin this knight. So he plays there. Because I really wanted to just play here. Go right after this. I mean, it's not much of a kingside attack. I didn't play this pawn up or this one because I'm kind of getting tired of defending the big center. Like, what is your game plan here? It's a good question. What is your game plan? What the heck? Play there. Could play this guy back, pawn up. That's a possibility. Book of the Week. Published by Chess Informant. I forget. I may have ordered it from New and Chess. Two outstanding teams, 20 best chess players in the world, 4 rounds of epic battle. So each board they played 4 games, 40 thrilling, hard-fought games. The match between the USSR and the rest of the world was an epic-defining event that featured many of the greatest names in the history of chess. 5 world champions and all of the world's highest-rated players, without exception, took part. Not for nothing was it billed as the match of the century. On the 50th anniversary of that great event in the Serbian capital, we invite the reader to take a step back to those years and to relive the match as it was experienced at the time, in the words of its participants and some of the leading journalists of the day. The match of the century. USSR versus the world. Book of the week. Okay, I play here and win a piece, don't I? So attacking the queen and the pawn takes the knight. Is that how that goes? Book of the week. I want to play through every one of these games. This is going to be some monster chess. Some pictures too, by the way. There's, that is Botvinnik and Sammy Reshevsky. Right there, if you can see that. Has pictures in the book too. So now I have a knight. I could play there and kill that. I think I want to do that. Guarded by the knight. If you're +3, you might as well go ahead and take some material off the board. That is my good bishop, but that's also his really nice bishop that he can start some stuff with. I guess he doesn't like that idea because he's coming in here. Okay. Let's play here. Drop back. Guess I'm going there next. These pictures are a trip. Notes by Geller and Gligerich to their game. Botvinnik, Matulovic notes. Matulovic, Botvinnik. Pretty cool. Where should that guy be? Where's he put his queen again? Here? Can go here or here or here. Or here. I think I'm going to play this and threaten this. If I end up playing there, where does this queen go? Can't go here or here or here or here. Or here or here. Or here or back here. I think I'm threatening his queen. Plus my pieces are on really good squares. How much time is left in this event? 22 minutes. So now if I play here, do I win his queen? Yeah, I do. He's going to get some compensation, but he's not going to get enough. He plays rook here. I'll play queen here. Okay, this piece is good. He got a bishop. So I will take his queen. I know I want his queen. And now I really want that piece. takes. Queen there. Here. Oh, I think I do want to take this one. Yeah. He's going to get in some trouble if he doesn't take that. If he retreats, I could play queen here or just back the bishop up. Just like that, I'm +7. So let's go in here. Book of the week. How many people can I recognize? Petrosian, Mikhail Tal, Spassky. Oh, that's Ervor, Smyslov, Nydorf. I think that's Taimanov. Karas. You can tell Sammy Reshevsky he's the shortest one in the crowd. I don't even know if Fischer's in this picture. I think it would be just like Bobby to duck out and not show up for the photo op. There is an empty chair up front. Maybe that was supposed to be his. Boom. He resigned. Let's see. 19 minutes? Okay. I'll play one more. I think his name was Chessmaster Andres, yeah. Deep Geek is Little Rock Chess with 6 points. Remember, Book of the Week. We have a new book every week. Well, oh, it's 18 minutes. Quinty Fish. I played this guy before. And he berserked me. The dude berserked me. I have no idea what this is called. I'm just going to play it quiet. Wow, he's really throwing these moves out. I don't want him to. He'll probably take with the bishop. Play here. And I can come back to here and blockade that pawn. Unless I'm missing tactics. I want to blockade that pawn, that D pawn. This is the square I'm wondering about. I'm wondering if I can play here. If he plays that, I have to trade rooks there. Play here and here. That gives him that square. Wish I had a waiting move. I could take here and give him hanging pawns. Play here. He plays here. I play up. I think I want to do this. Kingside attack. He's attacking my rook. Maybe I'll play here. I want to keep that square guarded. I want this knight here. Or at least with the possibility of it going there. I got to watch out for this square. Yeah. Take with the queen. Queen in the corner. Attack that pawn. I kind of want to just go back. This guy's going here. Which bishop do I need more? Well, that pawn's hanging. You could take that pawn. I guess I better take this. Now I think I better play this. He berserked me. I can play here, fork these two. After I trade his bishop, I could try and blockade with my queen. Okay, so he's hitting this. So I need to do something about that.
Battery 30%.
Battery's getting a little low. Play here. It's risky. You should probably play this. After I play this, fork these two. He'll move the rook back. I'll capture this piece. Queen captures, and then I'll play queen here. Blockade this pawn. Bring the rook over, put the bishop here, tie him up with a d-pawn. I think that'll work. The only thing I got to worry about is this. Put this piece on this diagonal first. So if he pushes the pawn, I'll win his bishop. I don't like this. I don't like the fact that he's got that file. Yeah, and he loves it. I think if I move here, he plays down here, I'm going to bring the rook over. I'll pile up on this pawn. Yeah, now what I'm going to do is just play over here. If we trade, my rook can sit on d7. Okay, I'm not worried about that. Is he going here? Okay, now, if I play here, here and he takes, I can trade and win that pawn, but he will get a pawn. That's why I'm wondering, what do I do? How do I win this? If I push, that doesn't do anything. If I play here, he plays here. Then I play here. I kind of like that. If I play here. If he plays here. Wow, I got to be careful here. What is the winning strategy? Here. That's where I wanted his rook. I'll take with a pawn or the rook. If I take with a rook, he's going to have to take it, I think. Yeah. So I play here, he plays here, I play here. And it's a king race. I want to time down to that guy in the worst possible way. Check over will win this one. Now I can play this because this piece will hang. Oh, okay, I can't. Play here. He's gonna play here. Then I play here. How do I win this? I play here. Now, if I play here and here and here and here, he's going to play there to lock that. Are we going to end up in a draw here? Because I don't want to draw. If I play here and he plays here, he plays here, I play here. He takes, I take, he takes, I take. Let's try this. Bad thing about end games like this, you can easily lose them. You know, just you can move this way, you win. You move that way, you lose. Play here, take, 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 take. He's not moving his king. That's, of course, smart. I need to be able to get to 2 targets, is the problem. I may have to try and tempo on him. He's going to put his piece here. Let's see, I do this. This bishop's got to stay on this diagonal. Oh, he moved his king. Check. We trade out here. This king goes here. It's going to take me too many moves to get to queening. Won't it? I play here, take, take. His pawn starts advancing. My pawn starts advancing. Okay, check, take. Bishop takes, king takes, king steps here. I push, capture, king captures. His pawn moves, my pawn moves, his pawn moves again, mine moves again, his moves again, mine moves again. He goes here, I go here. He queens, I check, and I pick off his queen. Let's see if that works. If he goes, which he did. Awesome. And I even queen with check. Yes! That was great. That was really great. and the tournament ends in 48 seconds. So it worked out wonderful. I am Little Rock Chess. 10 points. We came in 8th. Well, 8:45 local time. I'm happy with how that game went. I don't know that I played it perfectly, but that end game, but yeah. What did he say? My friend sending me a message here. It says, well, sometimes you just got to do it yourself. Yeah, that's right. I am Little Rock Chess. The tournament's ending. Finished 8th. He says, I'm not giving you a tournament point. Sorry. I wonder if the guy stalled the game. All right. Oh, well, good book of the week and good tournament, so I feel good about it. That was all right. So, hope you enjoyed it. It was not perfect, but it was fun. Okay, that's it for this week. Bye.